So meet me standing at the top of your mat in a forward fold. The knees are slightly bent, feet at about hip width. Just let the torso drape forward and down as you gently pedal out through the knees. Soften all around your neck. Facial muscles relax. Now, even bend through the knees, so we'll keep them a little bent. And as you're holding this fold, interlacing your fingers, slide your hands around the back of the head, elbows draw in, and then curl your chin in towards your chest. Take a deep breath right up into the mid-back and the upper back. Fill up your lungs. And then exhale to let the arms, hands, and head relax down again. As you firm through the legs, keep that slight bend in the knees, roll yourself up to standing. When head reaches center, roll out through the shoulders and find Tadasana or mountain pose. Let your hands grab your hips. We'll add a neck stretch. So tipping head to the diagonal to the right. So we'll say right ear towards right shoulder. For more stretch, the right hand just gently rests on the left side of the head. If your neck feels particularly tight, just give it a gentle roll, a degree or two down and a degree or two up. And right fingertips to right temple, head back to center, other side. So diagonal tip to the left ear towards left shoulder. Left hand can come up to right side of head for an assist. Bit of a roll if that feels okay for you. Again, face is soft. And left fingertips to left temple, tip the head back to center. And then rolling out through the shoulders. Again, Tadasana, hands ahead of your heart. With your inhale, sweep your arms out and reach to the sky. With exhale, fold forward and down. Come up halfway on the inhale. On the exhale, we'll step just the right foot back into a lunge and then drop the right knee down. For a breath, sink the hips forward and down. And then tuck the back toes and take a big step back to downward dog where you pedal out through the heels. Now from downward dog, bring the knees down, so into cat, center off, palms under shoulders, knees under hips. Find your focal point and then balance, extending right leg and left arm. And then slowly close in. So you bend elbow to knee to elbow, and extend out. Elbow to knee to elbow, and extend out. And one more round. Squeeze in, extend out, and lower down. Same thing other side. So find your balance, left leg, right arm, extend, and then bend the elbow knee to connect, and extend out. Two more. Feel the squeeze, and extend. One more, squeeze in, extend out and reach, and then lower palm and knee down. Tucking the toes, bring it back up and through for downward dog. Lean all the way back. And then right foot steps forward to lunge, left knee comes down. Sink the hips for a full breath. Tucking back toes, step forward, left foot meets the right foot, halfway up, and then fold all the way down. Firm through the legs, roll the spine up, and just as head comes up, then let the arms stretch out and up, and exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms out, stretch up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Halfway up on the inhalation. Now exhale, step just the left foot back into a lunge. Fully extend the back leg as the right knee bends deep. We pause for the stretch and then step back into downward facing dog and pedal the heels. Lowering down into plank. It's a side plank to the right. If you need more support, the right knee comes down. We're going to take that left arm straight up to the sky, open the chest, tip the top arm overhead to the diagonal, reach to the side, and then slowly bring the hand back to the floor. Plank. Other side. So left knee comes down for more support or full side plank. We're going to take the right arm straight up and reach. Overhead to diagonal. And then keep the stretch. Keep reaching out as you slope the hand back down to the floor. Through plank to downward dog. Sink the heels. Now left foot steps forward into lunge. We pause. Fully extend the back leg as left knee bends deep. And then right foot steps forward to meet the left. So you're at the top of the mat, lift halfway up, and then take a gentle bow, let your head relax down. Now feel the length you've created here. You can step back to fold the mat if you want a bit of padding for the knees, but we're gonna bring it down into camel. So kneeling, knees and feet at hip width, toes flat or tucked, I'll leave that up to your feet. We're going to slowly bring the hands around to the low back, fingertips point down, and create support with the hands, but also draw the tailbone into the body as you press the pelvis forward. Now this can be plenty. You can stay here or start to gently arch the chest back. Breathe down into your tummy, so pelvis forward. If you're steady, the right arm comes down to your side, reaches forward, up, overhead, and back. You can soften the elbow as your arm comes down, hand back to low back. Left arm relaxes down at the side to reach forward, to come up, circle back, soften the left elbow, and then hand to low back. With that support, pelvis forward, heart up and back, and then contract the tummy to tip back up to upright, and then slowly buttocks to heels, and you'll sit. So sweep the feet out. So right leg extends directly out ahead of you, bit of flexion on the right foot. Left foot tucks in. Now notice how you can anchor the left knee towards the floor, right fingertips to the floor on the right, and then take the left arm up and overhead to diagonal and create a side stretch. So you can lean over, and then reaching out through left fingertips, slope the arm forward and down, and then grab onto something on the outer edge of that right foot, calf, even the knee. And rather than focus on a fold, let's focus on the rotation. So turn your rib cage, tummy, chest, shoulders to the right, and then take a gentle bow and let your head relax down. Now we hold this 1, 2, 3 breaths. If you feel your torso kind of tracking back into the center, lift up a few degrees, re-rotate to the side, and then soften again into a gentle bow. Let's finish off that next full breath. Take your time. And then you'll roll the torso back up to center, and then undo to redo on the other side. So left leg extends out ahead, left toes will point up, right foot tucks in. Notice how you can anchor right knee towards the floor, and then left fingertips or palm to the floor on your left. Let the right arm sweep up and overhead to the diagonal and reach to the side. Now we take all that length, keep reaching, and go forward and down to grab the outer edge of the foot, the ankle, maybe the calf, even the knee, and then use the hands or the grip of the upper body to twist the torso to the left ever so gently, and then take a soft fold and let your head relax down. Notice where you're feeling the stretch. Breathe into that space or that area. On the exhale, soften. Keep twisting and softening as you fold. When you finish the next exhale, roll yourself back up to center, roll out the shoulders, and then sitting towards the top of the mat, legs bent, feet flat, let the hands come to the floor behind you. You can point the fingertips backwards or forwards, but you want a few inches between your hands and your hips. As the buttocks contract, lift the pelvis up. So you're finding tabletop. Just watch the knees don't splay apart. Then as the pelvis lifts, can you lift your heart from between your shoulders? And if and only if the neck is very strong, carefully let your head relax all the way back. You can even open your mouth to relax your jaw. So feel everything on the floor pushing down, everything in the air lifting, and then the head just relaxes back. So you're going to come out very slowly, buttocks to the floor. When they touch down, don't rush. Carefully bring your head back up to the center. And then you're ripe for a counter pose, so legs bent, feet flat. Just reach around to grab the fronts of the knees from the outer edges and curl in, chin in. So the tail curls under, you're pulling the shoulder blades apart. And then releasing the grip, contract the tummy to roll all the way down onto your back. As you land, head heavy, shoulders heavy. Give it a moment. Now bringing the right knee in towards you, half happy baby. So you're going to grab the inner edge of that right foot, open the right knee 90 degrees, and then left hand to the left inner thigh, start to open the left knee to the left, so half recline cobbler. It's like a teeter-totter for the hips, but I want you to try to keep the pelvis level, hands heavy. And after a few breaths, you'll come out slowly, so you can bend in, and then right foot to the floor, left knee comes in. Start by creating half happy baby, so you can lift your head if you need. Find the grip, left hand to the inner left foot, or the bottom of the foot from inner edge. We want flexion on that foot, and then as you drive the knee down, right knee opens, right hand to inner thigh to support, half cobbler. And then teeter-totter the hips, center it off, and breathe. At the end of that next exhalation, start to undo, so release your grips. Then bring the knees in for a hug and squeeze in. Now float your feet to the floor at about hip width apart, heels under knees, hands rest on thighs. Let's deconstruct a spinal lift. So we're just going to go slowly, contracting the buttocks gently. Lift the pelvis, lift the low back, then the mid back, maybe towards upper back, and then bring it down just as slowly, piece by piece or vertebra by vertebra, so buttocks are last to touch down. Now do it again, adding the arms. So as the pelvis lifts, nice and slow, arms sweep up, overhead, towards or to the floor. Weight rocks back, and then just as slowly, lowering the mid-back, low back, arms come down, buttocks come down. Repeat that. Slowly lift, arms sweeping, weight rocks back, but just watch the knees don't splay apart. Reach out through fingertips, and then bring it down. Nice and slow, so everything with control. And then one more round, so slowly lift, deep as you please, arms sweep up, face is soft, and then nice and slow, bringing it down, feel all the muscles in the back working to move you with control. When everything settles, give it a deep breath into the tummy. And then bring the right knee in towards you. Keep it close and extend the arms out on the floor, one line with your shoulders. Now both legs are bent, and we're just going to let them tip over and down to the left into a twist. Now, one at a time, the legs come back in. So the right knee comes in, the left knee comes in, so knees can be wide, nice and bent, in towards you. But then you start to cross the legs to take that twist to the other side. So left leg crosses over as the right leg tucks underneath and down. Try that again. So through the center, we'll call this awkward baby. Knees wide, and then cross over and tip the legs over and down to the left to twist. Back into the center, take it slow, knees wide, and then cross them, twisting to right. Now keep going at your own pace, and this is like less control and more let it feel good. So you can slowly swing the legs around side to side. You can start to extend the top leg as it twists over, maybe even extend the bottom leg a little ways as it lands. When they come through the center, tummy strong. Just a wonderful massage for the tummy, for the lower abdomen, for the lower back, and feels good on the hips. Just lots of free movement. Swing them around a few more times, keeping the breath steady. Arms, hands pressed down so you've got that support. Neck is soft, face is soft. A few more rounds. And when you're ready to come back into the center and hug the knees in, squeeze the knees towards you. And then float your feet to the floor. After all that movement, legs extend out, feet, knees fall away. So Shivasana legs, just interlacing your fingers, slide your hands around back of the head, elbows close in, and you're lifting your head up. Now the hands cup the base of the skull so they can totally support the weight of the head. Lift as high as you like. Maybe give it a little roll around side to side and breathe. Feel that length spread all the way down back of the neck, maybe even between the shoulder blades. And then you take that length and just gently float the head back down, releasing the grip. And then hands can either rest on your tummy or arms are down at your sides, palms face up. So get comfortable. Start to let your breath flow easily and naturally, and feel your surfaces softening. Feel your muscles relaxing, bones releasing, fully relax. Namaste.